I have actually been following him for a while. I watched his first two videos on his game. He's making a survivors-like game, which in the current meta is not the good thing to do because it's currently falling out of favor. But you can see here that I watched recoloring my game and I watched making my roguelike game playable. So it's 2 years ago that he's made this game for, maybe even longer. But okay, let's see.
In this video, I'll show you how I created a game, got a publisher.
Looks actually kind of nice.
In this video,
maybe a bit dark, but hey.
I'll show you how I created a game, got a publisher, earned 30,000 wishlists, and released it on Steam. My name is Danny, and I'm working on a roguelike game called...
So he made a game, then got a publisher, and then got 30,000 wishlists. If it's following that order, then he probably didn't get any wishlists before. Shall we look at the game? Is that Hollow Survivors? 1,400 followers? Damn, that's crazy. Let's see. I mean, is this when he got the publisher or here? Monday 15. Is that when he released the game? Max. Nope. Nope. That's not his release. Okay. July 22. Okay. Get a publisher then? 30k, this guy's rich. Well, maybe. His game released yesterday. 32 reviews. 65 players. We'll have to see. That means that not that many who wishlisted came to buy the game. Maybe. Or play. Or maybe yes. We'll see.
Hollow Survivors.
We're gonna read the negative few reviews later.
It all started 2 years ago when I finally decided to stop wasting my time on social media and...
Smart! Me too, bro. Me too. It's been 4 years. Awesome. But a giga chat.
And he used Unity. I didn't. I'm dumb. I tried Unity. It never worked. Man, it looks good. Damn.
I've always loved pixel art games, especially Hyper Light Drifter, so I set out to create my own version of it. I implemented a very small slice of the game, but quickly realized an action...
I think the game, like the effects look good. I just don't like the grass background. That's my honest opinion. And I feel like it looks a little flat because the enemies don't have a shadow.
RPG like this is going to take so much time. At the time, Vampire Survivors was really popular, so I decided to pivot and
make the enemies have shadows there.
Game a survivor-like. The idea was to take the Vampire Survivors concept, but keep the amazing
Sorry. Hey, Mr. Streamer, I hope you are alright. Hey, Grease Fry, long time no see, brother. Thank you very much for asking. Yes, I'm alright. I hope you do, man. Hope you're doing good too, bro.
But from Hyper Light Drifter. I worked on this version for a couple of months. I even created a video about it that did pretty well, got me a small amount of YouTube clout, and allowed me to make some game dev friends. Take note of that, because this will be important later. I finished the demo of the game, sent it up to my friend, got me a small amount of YouTube clout, and allowed me to make some game dev.
Okay, Emilkovsky, Marnix, and Blackthorn Prot. Interesting. Okay, remember these names, guys.
Take note of
He just leaked them.
That because this will be important.
They won't be friends with you, Cakez. You don't know that.
Later, I finished the demo of the game, sent it out to my friends, and this was their feedback.
Know your fucking place, trash.
Hey, wait. So his friends actually gave him proper feedback? He has good friends, man.
Fucking robots.
Yeah, they didn't like it at all, so it was back to the drawing board. I decided to focus on the part that's really fun to me, which was the combat. I really love hitting and dodging stuff just at the right moment, and I decided my game will be mostly about that. The biggest roadblock to fun combat was the number of enemies on the screen. It was really hard to spawn enough of them to make the game challenging, but not overwhelming at the same time. Fortunately, I started playing Hades, and their spawning system was amazing, so...
What is the spawning system of Hades? I might, you know, I mean, you never know in the future, maybe we come across, we need to make something similar. So can put it in our back pocket, you know, things to do. You never know. Yeah?
And just like that, the game
Ah,
was
you're not gonna tell me what the spawn system is? Like, where is the educational value in the video, my friend? You're supposed to teach us. So we are informed, and we can do the Control-C, Control-V thing too,
fun. It's really mind-blowing how much
It's an advert, yeah, but why not sprinkle some information?
lifting can a good spawning system do?
I didn't play Hades yet, because I never played any games! I only played Gothic 1 and 2.
In the meantime, I changed the color palette to a darker one, and perhaps the most importantly, I changed the theme of the game. Previously, all enemies and NPCs were kinda random, but after I created a story for the world, everything started falling into place.
Oh, I wanna go back to the... I so wanna go back to the... Oh, man, I so want to go back to the conversation yesterday. All right, okay, so guys, he's fighting what looks like... What is this? Is this supposed to be an undead thing? Add? Oh. What is this? Is this Knoblauch in English? What is Knoblauch in English? No, but is onion? It's not onion. It's the one garlic. Yeah. Is this garlic? Is this a garlic Knospe? What is Knospe in English? Wait. Knospe English. But this sounds like it's Mehrzahl, plural, but this is singular. Wait, Luxembourgish? German. Bud. Buddy? Garlic bulb is bulb. Is this supposed to be a garlic bulb? There's no way. If you knew about the issues you ran into with OpenGL, would you started with DirectX instead of OpenGL? Yes, I would have. But I learned OpenGL, so I'm not sad about that. Maybe show us an image. Here, you guys have never seen a garlic bulb. Knoblauch. I mean, you guys never bought garlic in your life? You have never seen this before. Someone in chat said bulb. That's a garlic bulb. That's why I'm asking. I cook with it? Yeah. We're vampires? So, I don't see the connection between these enemies. These are beetles. And now these are, I guess, somewhat undead enemies. Everything started falling right into place. So why is... My question from yesterday, right? Because people were giving me flack about my game. Why is a samurai fighting... I don't know what this is. Garlic and like an undead...
Things started falling into place. Designs were no longer random.
What is this? He just looks cooler or something? Is this Super Saiyan form?
And the game became...
Undead garlic. It's a potato gun. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
After I created a demo that was actually fun, I decided to look for a publisher that would help me with marketing.
Okay, did you release the demo?
I prepared the website with my pitch, just as Thomas Brush advised, and sent it out to about 40 publishers.
Okay. Hello, Danny. Thanks for reaching out and proposing this project. I will have to refuse as we feel the game is too far from our editorial line at this stage. I wish you all the best. Thank you very much for the pitch. We have been taking a look over and decided it's not quite right. However, we wish you the best in your hunt for a publisher. Ooh. Thank you so much for your patience. We reviewed your pitch materials. We will appreciate... Wait, while we appreciate your interest, we don't feel like we're getting the right fit out of this title. Thank you for your pitch. We are fairly selective about the games we choose to publish, and unfortunately, we don't think the project fits within the general... So basically what these guys are telling him is that his game sucks.
All of them declined, yeah. Almost all of them responded though, which was a bit surprising to me. I want to especially thank Raw Fury and Arabit for taking the time to play the game and providing me with amazing feedback. I was very slightly heartbroken, so naturally I vented to my new Gamedev friend, the creator of Miniland's Adventure.
Danny, dear Gamedev sucks, publishers suck. What are you doing? Want to get in touch with my publishers? Oh, so basically, okay, so he opened the door for him. Okay.
He mentioned the game to his publishers, and they said it's pretty cool, and we're open to talking about it. I sent them the demo, hopped on a call, and after some back and forth, I had a publisher. I was a bit scared at first.
Only for marketing, and then they take 30% of the money you make or something? They don't give you... maybe they gave him funding?
Not sure if I made the right decision.
So I know this... I know this post may potentially be seen as self-advertising, but hear me out. I'm a YouTube content creator who focuses predominantly on Nintendo Switch platform, reviewing smaller, lesser-known indie games. However, a large portion of my time has been dedicated to combating scam game publishers on the platform. If you're not always aware of these, you will no doubt have encountered their games on Steam or console platforms, and they go by many names, including Midnight Works, devlog app, and IDEI, SRL, GBT UI Solutions, Success Games, Tests A, Gamer Creations, Test A, Test B, Test C, Gamer Creations. That's what it is, guys. It's literally just Test A to B. We at Real Super Glue think that we might not be the best fit for releasing Tangy TD on Steam. We wish the dev the best with his title, though. Yeah, Real Super Glue. Okay, holy. Yeah, and if you're attempted to get your game noticed on any of the eShops, you will no doubt have found it lost among a torrent of low effort, low quality shovelware titles. Back to the point though, I have put out a lot of content on my channel in attempt to highlight these companies to naturally blah 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 blah. Unfortunately, despite the harm, I recently published
Hear all of these horror stories about publishers scamming developers. And my game was sitting at about 1K wishlists at the time.
Man, that's exactly as much as I have, man. Oh no, okay.
And I thought, so maybe the game is just not marketable, you know? The publisher will not help. But then they 3x the number of wishlists in a single month. And I was like, yeah, it was worth it.
This is what Dev Spudges means when he says that, let's say you sell 100 units and you're making $1,000. If a publisher can 3x that, now you're selling 3,000 units and you're making $3,000, but you also give away 30%. So you take 3,000, you do minus 30%. I think that's still 2,100 left, correct? Is that how much it is? Oh shit, what did I just do? What did I just do? Huh? Did I forward all of a sudden? Wait, I just wanted to open the calculator, bro. 3,000 times 0.7. Yeah, 2.1k. So basically, just by getting a publisher and having to give away 30% of your revenue, you still made more than double the revenue that you would have made otherwise. I think that's Dev Spudge's point.
But then they 3x the number of wishlists.
I like Osmongold, watching Osmongold. Yeah, I think he's funny.
In a single month. And I was like, yeah, it was worth it.
It
was time to gain wishlists.
Okay.
For a non-viral game like mine, there are only a couple of ways to do it. And one of them is Steam Next Fest.
This is what we need to do as well. We're targeting this too.
I added some trees to the game to make it prettier, fleshed out the sanctuary floor,
that looks
bosses, Gamedev the Skull King and Truma the Broken, and made sure that the difficulty on each floor is increasing by a good amount. I released the demo during Steam Next Fest, and the reception was really good, which made me extremely happy.
Nice.
In total, I gained about 3,000 wishlists over 2 weeks, which I consider a very decent result. And perhaps the most importantly, I got a lot of useful feedback on how to make the game
Demos are amazing, guys. Yeah. He went Steam Next Fest and demo, and he got so many... Oh, yeah, he made a suggestions channel in the bugs and issues. Awesome. Really cool. Maybe, guys, AQ, how difficult is it to add some... maybe that's a good thing. Whatever this is called. Icons.
Even better. Okay, but I said that the game has 30,000 wish lists. So how the hell did...
Median time played. Guys, we can see the median time. But this is the released game, isn't it? Well, no, that's the demo version. Wait, that's the demo page. Lifetime unique users, 11? Wait. Wait a minute. How does that work? That's not the demo. Oh, demo version is here. Probably played it himself in the main branch. Yeah, so that's one unique user. So he basically just gave out keys to people. And maybe the publisher, and then they played it. Because this is quite high. For 11 users. It's not gonna, very likely not gonna be that high for 11. That's dev accounts, okay. So these are different friends and people that he knows that play tested the game for him, and then that's higher. Maybe it's just better. No, that's not how it works. Okay.
The game has 30,000 wish lists.
Yeah, how did you do that?
How the hell did we earn the remaining 20,000?
We need that too.
The answer may be a bit surprising to you. We did it by releasing the demo. Yes, releasing the demo again. Back in the day, when you released the demo, the only way to access it was through the main game store page.
Ah, we're gonna do that too. Bro, release. Before release, I was only I was the only one playing it, and it used that time as median for me, Cakez. Yeah, that's true. He bought one more game, Cakez. No, he did not.
It did not have its own separate store page, so it could not have been ranked in the new and popular tab on Steam. And this was a problem because new and popular is how your game gains visibility and therefore wishlists. The trick was to create a new Steam app, call it a Prologue, and release it as a free game. This way the game could be reviewed.
This is the new Steam page, guys, the new Steam demo page. And so I think we should do that too and test how well that works now. New Steam app. No, create a new Steam app and do it as a... Yeah. But basically, let me be 100% sure before I say something. Yeah, guys, I know. Wait. Game, demo, and prologue. Yes. So game itself has its own store page. Then you can make a demo as part of the game. Then it's on the game's page as a button. Now, you can also make a separate demo page. And you can make a prologue for free. And so I wonder if the new demo page on Steam is just a free way to make a prologue. And it has all of the advantages, but you don't have to pay $100. That's what I'm trying to find and verify here, because that's what I'm assuming. Cakez is referring to the new feature where it allows you to create a separate demo for free. But in the video, I think he created a new app and didn't use it. Yes, he created a new app, but it could be that it also was not available yet. Last month, we have released some updates to how demos work and appear in the store page. You can read about those updates in our blog post, The Great Steam Demo Update. Those changes to demos set the stage for this new feature to our rules about linking between games written descriptions. These two sets of changes may not appear related at first glance, but they are actually intertwined. There have been things on our list to work on that all came together to form this set of updates. We didn't like the trend of store pages linking prominently to other store pages. We have been seeing more and more store pages that are effectively advertisements for other store pages on Steam, Prologues. This meant that on some game pages in the Steam store, you would find lists of 2 to 3 or even 8 other games before you even got to read the description of the game. Oh, okay. We don't think that's great for customers trying to learn about the game on Steam, so we wanted to update the rules to prohibit games from using the written description area for linking to other games on Steam. However, excuse me. There's one particular interesting use case of this cross-linking that we wanted to continue supporting, which is the prologue scenario. Ooh. So that leads us to the point number 2. Sequels and franchises are also an interesting use for cross-linking, but Steam already has another feature such as bundles or franchise pages to address that need. We saw game developers releasing prologue games on Steam, which was fine except that they were confusing for players. We have seen that developers doing novel things on Steam to help build an audience through a separate app that they most call a prologue. In these examples, developers are buying a secondary app ID and releasing it as a standalone free game to promote the upcoming release of their full premium game. Yes, sir! We have just seen the effects of that. That is 30,000 wishlists, my friend. This has been fine with us, but we have seen a few ways that it causes confusion for players and unnecessarily requires devs to pay a second app fee. With a few changes to how demos work, we can replicate the positive benefits of a separate prologue while also creating a tighter connection between the two entities so that the customers are clear on how to learn more about the full game and to wishlist the correct thing. The changes already made to demos should make it unnecessary for developers to purchase a separate app ID to use for prologues and can instead use the demo app ID that is already associated with their game. See. So, there's another point. We have had an outstanding list of improvements that we wanted to make sure wanted to make for demos since they have become a key part of events such as Next Fest. When we consider the kinds of things that developers have been attempting to accomplish with Prologue apps and with the feedback we've gathered from players and developers about how demos behave on Steam, we ended up with quite a list of improvements that we could make to demos that would make a lot of things better for all parties. So we shipped those updates last month and it seems everyone is pretty happy with the results. Of course, we are paying attention to the feedback we are seeing and continuing how things work. Well, the question is, guys, if I release a separate demo page, will that help me now? Or did it help him? If we're looking at the demo, this is the demo. Hollow Survivors on Steam. He never really had any traction here. There were a couple of players, but that's about it. And looks like there's 13 players here. He released the demo again. So now I don't know how many store page. This is the demo. No reviews. But I don't know when it turned into a separate page. It's difficult to tell. All-time peak 15. What I read here is that demo pages are basically prologues. But when I look at the stats of the prologue, this one just blows the demo page out of the water. It's 400 viewers, 400 players at one time on release. That's crazy. I don't think a demo page can do that. Take a look at, where is it? Rogue Blight, demo page, 80 reviews. On release that had 66 players. Still good. He released the demo before the game pages, before the demo pages were a thing and couldn't get on trending cakes. Yeah, so the question is, what if I release the demo page just like he does, but I don't gain any traction because I've already released the demo previously? So basically what I'm asking is the visibility of the demo bricked now that I've already released the demo in the past before these changes took effect and now I'm forced to do a prologue? Or can I release the demo still? It might be bricked, right? Is this just trapping customers now, cheating the system? Maybe. I wonder. So like Steam, like I need some input from Steam here. But when I look at the data, this clearly, that's insane. Because it was a constant flood of players every day that would play this, and they would come into contact with wishlisting the game. Maybe in the prologue here, he had a button in the game that would send people over to his main game, to Hollow Survivors. And so basically, demo is the same as prologue, so he just has 2 demo pages. So basically what this guy did was, that's funny, he made a demo page. He released that very early. Wait, how long? When did he release that? The latest release? There was October 21st. That is 6 months ago, yeah. And then the prologue happened... Max? Oh, so July. This was minus 6 months ago. Okay, let's keep watching the video. That sounds very interesting.
Searched for and appeared in the discovery queue. It also appeared in the upcoming tab, and if it was popular enough, it appeared in new and popular. The only remaining problem was that the prologue didn't have many wishlists, and therefore was not popular in the eyes of Steam. And here's where the publisher comes in. When the free version released, they sent out an email to their massive email list. A lot of people played the game, and because the game was quite good, it got positive reviews. The game got into the new and popular tab and stayed there for a couple of days. Here's the wishlist graph for my game. The spike you see here is the Steam Next Fest, and the spike here is the prologue release.
That's his game though. And then the prologue release.
It's kind of funny because both of these demos were basically the same. So I got 2 visibility spikes for just one demo.
Nice. But he had to pay $100 for it. And he has to give money to a publisher. What's with these random What's with these random shots like showing off? Okay, bro, I'm fat. I'm not going to the gym. Okay, it's fine. But can you stop putting that up my nose? Oh, goodness. Why is he flexing? Yeah.
And I have to admit, it was quite hard. All the fun parts were basically done, and I just had to do more of them. More biomes, more bosses, more enemies, more weapons, more spells, more upgrades, more dialogues. You get the idea. It was a grind. There were some cool parts, don't get me wrong. Like, for example, creating this flower floor that I always...
I gotta say, like, his pixel art looks clean as hell, man. Like, did you do this all by yourself? Like, or you have paying someone to do this? Because that looks good, man.
Wanted to create, but never had...
Look at the animations for the trees.
The time to. But for the most part, it was a grind.
I wonder if this was... There's got to be a shader effect, or it's actually baked into it. Into the sprite, it's an animation.
It was grueling, slow, boring work, okay? Not fun, do not recommend. Well, actually, I do recommend, just know that it's hard sometimes, okay? That's all. After these 2 years, I'm finally at the finish line. I'll finally release my own game, which is what I wanted to do since I was a little child, and I'm 100% sure that I wouldn't be here if not for all of you guys on YouTube, on Discord, encouraging me, giving me feedback for the game.
Probably made in Unity?
From the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Feel free to buy the game and leave me a review. It's not mandatory, but would certainly be helpful.
You should have put in a little bit more, you know, like a tutorial in this, like, oh, the movement system of, the spawning system of Hades. Thank you.
And with all of that said, it's time to release the game.
Meanwhile, Cakez bans his fans, only negative ones. Wishlist or buy. Thank you. Why does Cakez never say anything nice about us? I do, all the time. Anyways, good video. I wish him the best of luck. So far, I mean, the game, where is it? Has 30 reviews. Had an all-time peak of 65 players, so it's not that much. But hey, so far, it's looking nice. And maybe it'll stay that way, or maybe grow, I don't know. Probably not, but it's... Currently, I'm pretty sure it's in the discovery queue. We learned we need a prologue. I'm thinking about doing one. The difference is, though, is it worth it? He did get a lot of wish lists, but ultimately, I'm looking at this number right here. I guarantee you that this number would be worse if he didn't do a prologue. But how much did the prologue really affect this? All I can say is his release flopped. You think so? Let's see. I think this is a good game. That's from Who Am I in chat. You had more peak players. It was Steam release, then you had a peak of 94. And I would argue that tower defense games are more niche than Vampire Survivors. You did have a prologue. Oh, you did have one. How did that affect your performance and your wish lists? Did that do a lot for you? Would you recommend doing a prologue from your own experience? That's when streamers played it. So it was pretty good for me. How many wishlists did you get from the prologue? I don't know if it's legal anymore. Let's see. Game developers, please stop with prologue nonsense. Okay, that's from some user. Are you bothered by free prologues on Steam? 30,000 wishlists and 33 reviews. Gaming is so dead. I think these are inflated wish lists, and I feel like what these people... I feel like the one thing, maybe who am I can talk to this. When you put out a prologue on Steam and you put too much into it, could it be that people are just already tired of the game and they don't want to buy the full game or play the full game because they've played enough of the prologue already? What is the wishlist sales ratio again? About 6% conversion rate. 6-7%. 6 is good. So if we do a calculator and we do 30,000 and then we multiply that by 0.06, let's say, that's 1,800. And then that would be the sales. And then what you can do is 30 reviews times 50 to get the sales. Sounds about right. It's actually quite a few more sales. But he has 33, right? 33 reviews times 50. 1,650. Hello, Ramis. Hope you're doing good, man. Happy Friday. Yeah, thanks for joining. Happy Friday to you too, bro. You're right, Cakes. Especially with Survivors games, people won't give you a game 2 chances. Yeah, I think so too. The difference I see between demo and prologue is that the demos can be different version of the game, tweaked for a specific audience or context, while the prologue is the actual game, but just until a certain point. So basically, if I were to make a prologue, I just give the player 2 levels here and an endless mode for each level, and that's the prologue of the game. I really wonder if wishlists are that important. I never wishlist. I just land on the store page and buy it. I only wishlist as a reminder for discounts. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.